league, and they have a very good run game, which helps them out. So it'll be fun. We've had some battles before, and I think they're probably better now, and I'm better now. So see how it goes.
Nick, you say that you're better now. Have you kind of focused in on one thing in particular coming into this season that you wanted to work on or improve?
Yeah, I really have. I don't want to talk about it too much, but it'll come up on tape, and it already has. So I think I'm a lot more balanced between my different rushes, and I think it's opening up some things. And I was happy with the other night once we started to get some ops later in the game, how it was going. But a lot to improve on, and I'm just excited to have another op.
Not to dig too deeply, but meaning your pass rush moves, you're using a greater variety, a more equal percentage of the time?
Yes.
Nick, what'd you think of the first game with Leonard on the other side?
It was awesome. He was winning a lot, causing a lot of havoc. He had a couple good plays in the run. But this week I think we're playing a better, honestly, a better team that's they're playing better football, it looks like, and they run the ball well, and we're gonna have to be better in our techniques. We kind of got away with some things last week, so yeah, we have to hone in and not pat ourselves on the back.
Nick, what kind of challenge does Sam Darnold present now that you're going to face him in a Minnesota uniform?
I haven't watched too much on him. He's stout. He could run a little bit. I mean, since he's been here, I know how his arm strength is and how he's a good processor of information and could get the ball out. So it'll be the same formula. Try and make him one-dimensional and then go from there.
Specifically in Darren's time, what makes him such a tough left tackle?
I think he's got a low center of gravity. He's athletic, so it's tough to power him, and then he's athletic enough to run you by, and if you get his hands, he kind of is able to replace him and run you by.
Somebody like Leonard, he's got such a good high motor. Does that you see that kind of carry over to the rest of the room when you're playing next to a guy that's giving that kind of effort every play?
Yeah, I think our effort was pretty darn good against the Jets, even from first play on. Sometimes it takes a little time early in the season because game speed is different and that game wind is different. But I think we were flying around, and Floyd's no exception.
Aaron held the ball the least amount of any quarterback in the league last week, 2.33 seconds per. How do you, as a pass rusher who wants to get those sacks, how do you view that? I mean, there's obviously a positive that comes with that from the overall defense, but how do you view that?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. We kind of expected it, though, and then they pulled them late, which was kind of surprising. But I think we were causing some pressure. We weren't on the field much, and then you're going 3 and out, and he's getting the ball out, so it gets a little tough to keep your mind in it. But there was some ops at the end there, and we're just gonna have. I mean, games. It's good football. It's Niner football if that's the type of games we have, and we don't have a lot of ops, but we have to go get them at the end, so we have to keep our mind in it.
What kind of pride the other night that when he came, we were missing all the camp, he said, I couldn't believe how laser focused everybody was. Nobody was no joking around. Everybody was serious. He was like really impressed. Have you had that feeling all along through camp? And did you feel that going into the game?
Yeah, it's funny because when I came in last year, I was talking to Trent about it, how it's like high fives and hugs right when you walk in, and then everybody's like, all right, we've been here, we're working, and then you're like, all right, it's work, it's football, and that's just how it is here, and that's why we were able to have a good team year in and year out.
Nick, what kind of pride do you take in the fact that you were beating the Jets so bad they took out Aaron Rodgers?
Like I said, we're not patting ourselves on the back. It's one game, and we don't know how good we are yet, and we don't know how good other teams are, so we just have to keep getting better.
Ever had a backward bull rush like you had last night?
That was a failed move, but I'll take it. I got a little pressure on him, so.
After the game, what were you and Patrick Lewis kind of talking about it?
Yeah, he was just asking me, about some of my pass rush plan, and I was just elaborating, and we were kind of going back and forth.
As far as road environments, Minnesota's got a pretty unique fan base. Do you enjoy playing there in Minnesota, that stadium, the fans, all that?
It's a long flight and it's field turf, but it is one of the cooler environments. I can't lie about that.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks.